Every great champion has had a massive back. Needless to say, that's something I've really incorporated this year, is certain exercises to bring out my back and thickness and detail. Whilst I do my first exercise being lat pull downs, I always start off normally about 6 sets. Normally the first 3 sets are warm-up sets, and then I do 3 working sets, all heavy. I always like to make sure that my body is warm and I feel that I've got a full, basically fully stretched. Otherwise, I'll do an extra set again. Again, prevention is better than cure. So I like to do normally around about 15 to 8 reps, sometimes 6, down to 6. Now I've had a training method that I've used in my off-season, and I've managed to carry it all the way through. Dorian had the same style. We'll put the muscle on, we'll keep the muscle on. So prominently all year I've trained really, really heavy. And as you can see from the workout, shot today, that you can see that my workouts are all still heavy and intense all the way up to the day of the show. The second exercise I do is single arm pulley row. With a pulley row, I've been using this in my off-season all the way up to pre-contest time where I am now. It's been a great staple in my off-season, so I continued it coming up to pre-contest. Now I've been doing rep ranges from 15 to 6, increasing the weight each time as a pyramid effect. What I do is, you can either slow the exercise down and have more of a contraction squeeze, or you can drop the weight and do a lot of more reps. Now again, don't sacrifice form for weight. I always, as you can see in the video, I'm training pretty heavy, but I'm not sacrificing form. So basically that's my point to you, is don't ever sacrifice form for egotistic lifting. I've been using low pulley seated rows since I was 19 years old, and I continue using it to this very day. I think it's one of the best back building exercises out there. With proper form, heck, that exercise is one of the best. With a full contraction and a full squeeze, coming up, meeting the bar, squeeze the lats, release, drop down to a full stretch. And when you're bringing the bar up again, meet that bar, squeeze them shoulder blades back. And again, if you do that form properly, you'll definitely feel it. Basically, rack deadlifts is something I've incorporated from my powerlifting days. Doing deadlifts off the floor, what would happen is the powerlifters would normally have a sticking point around about the knee mark. So what they do is, they put racks into the cage and they do racks basically from the sticking point. Now I've incorporated these into my workouts, more so focusing on my lower back, just the lockout part. And that's really brought out that lower back tie-ins. When you hit that back lat spread, Christmas tree, definitely helped this year, me incorporating them into my workout. Basically, pull-ups on the floor, just a modified version of a pull-up. I've been using these now for the last couple of months, and I've modified them for a way that it works for me. Again, in my off-season, I used a plate on my chest, or I'd use chains across my chest to make that workload a lot harder. Now, coming to a show, I use them at my very end of the workout, sort of like as a burnout. And just me using them in the last couple of months, I'm seeing sort of details in my back, in my rear delt area, that's really sort of, basically wasn't there last year. My back training is heavy and hard. Now, what works for me might not work for you, but certain exercises I would really like you to try. Now, once you're in the gym next time, give some of these exercises a go. But remember, be realistic, leave the ego at the door, just concentrate on form, and good luck in bringing that back up.